Depopulationism. Depopulationism. Depopulationism is an idea that the Chinese government created in the 1980s. This is good grass. Depopulationism is also known as the one woman, one child policy. Depopulationism means that it's illegal for anyone to get pregnant a second time. Depopulationists like myself feel that the number of human beings on the planet Earth should be declining, not increasing. And that would allow the number of people on the planet Earth to arrive at a sustainable level. And this is a number for future generations to determine, but I'm going to go ahead and guess it's around 2 or 3 billion people. This would allow the environment to heal itself, and this would allow for more trees to grow back. And then in the future, when human beings want to breathe oxygen, we'll be able to do that because there'll be enough trees to create enough oxygen for us to breathe. And then we won't suffocate to death, and that's a good thing. Human beings do not have the right to kill the planet Earth. Human beings do not have the right to threaten the environment, but that's exactly what we're doing. And that's wrong, and we need to stop. We need to stop being part of the problem and start being part of the solution. And that's depopulationism. We don't want to take a risk of killing the planet. We want to play it safe. And walk away from the cliff. Now, I've been a depopulationist since 1985, when it all began. And in the year 2000, I created a world government called Global Internet Government, or GIG, to advance my depopulationist agenda. And GIG is going to unite the planet politically and economically. GIG is going to unite the planet politically with freedom and democracy and equality and global female reproductive rights. And global female reproductive rights means that every female on Earth has the right to total and free access to all forms of birth control, including abortion and birth control education. Any government that does not completely support this is an illegitimate government and will be replaced quickly and peacefully by a legitimate government. GIG is going to unite the planet economically with transparency and balanced budget amendments and trade agreements and regional currencies, just like the European Union. GIG is going to monitor every financial transaction by every government on Earth. GIG will make all these financial transactions by every government on Earth made public online immediately and completely, so that everybody can see where the money's going, who's getting it, how much they're getting, when they're getting it, what they're doing with it, etc. And that's GIG. Now, the Chinese have already done depopulationism, and the European Union has already done uniting countries economically. So the Chinese have done depop for generations. Europeans have done economic unification for generations. So now it's time for global internet government and America to do depopulation and uniting the world economically for the whole planet right now. China's done it for 40 years, Europe's done it for 40 years. Now it's time for the whole planet to do it right now, and that's what GIG's gonna do. That's right. So now it's time to talk about my favorite subject, me. I'm Charles Webster Baer, and today is June 26, 2020. My website is globalinternetgovernment.com, and I am at the Farewell Bend, which is the bend in the Deschutes River that the city of Bend is named after. Bend, Oregon, USA. And I'm running for President of the United States of America in 2020 and 2024 as a libertarian, which means I'm for less government and more freedom. And I'm also running as a depopulationist, which means I'm for less humans. And I'm also running for mayor of Redmond, Oregon in 2020. So please vote for me. Thank you very much. I'm 51 years old. I'm straight. I'm an atheist, an agnostic, and a Buddhist. I'm a libertarian and a depopulationist. And I was born and raised in Santa Cruz, California, and I went to high school in Newport, Rhode Island, and I graduated from the University of Hawaii at Hilo on the Big Island in 1994, and then I moved to Santa Fe, New Mexico. And in 1999, I moved to Portland, Oregon. And in the year 2000, I created Global Internet Government. And in the year 2007, I moved to Bend, Oregon. And in the year 2014, I moved to China for 3 years, and now I'm living in Redmond, Oregon, USA, and I'm running for mayor. Bear for mayor. Free beer. Okay, let's talk about the history of the universe, shall we? Now, the universe was created 14 billion years ago. This universe. Or 14 billion years ago, it got large enough for humans to comprehend. I'm gonna eat a juniper berry. So good. Oh. Juniper berries. Okay, where was I? Okay, 14 billion years ago, the universe was an expanding plasma energy thing. Matter and energy are the same thing, it's just matter is energy at a lower vibration, slower vibration. So 14 billion years ago, the universe is an expanding plasma energy made up of dark matter and dark energy. And it continues to expand and cool, and this energy plasma, dark energy and dark matter, forms quantum particles like photons and bosons and neutrinos and leptons, all that kind of groovy stuff. And then that kind of expands and cools and forms subatomic particles, which expand and cool and form atomic particles, which form hydrogen atoms, which are expanding and cooling and form hydrogen clouds. And then gravity acts on these clouds and brings them together and forms stars. And then the leftovers from the stars orbit the stars and form planets, and then gravity acts on these stars and forms galaxies. And one galaxy was the Milky Way galaxy, and 5 billion years ago the sun was created and the earth was created, and gas escaped and formed oceans, and then life was created by accident. There were different chemical compounds and molecules and lightning or whatever, blah blah, this and that. And so life was bacteria, and it, like how you say, evolved, mutated, and formed algae, which created photosynthesis, and then that evolved into plants, which evolved into fish, which evolved into reptiles, which evolved into mammals, which evolved into monkeys, which evolved into apes, which evolved into humans, which evolved into computers, which are evolving into advanced forms of silicon-based life, which will continue to evolve into other things, which will eventually colonize the universe. Yeah, good for them. And that's the history of the this universe. I think I'm gonna have another juniper berry. There's a lot here to eat. They're so good. Oh, I only ate half of it. It's pretty. It's got a very powerful taste. So that's it, man. That's my video. I hope you dug it. But seriously, run for political office and run as a depopulationist, or vote and only vote for depopulationists, because it's not time to remove stupid people from the planet Earth, but it is time to remove stupid people from the governments of planet Earth. So have a super funky day. This is Charles Webster Baer saying adios from the Farewell Bend in the Deschutes River in Bend, Oregon, USA. Excuse me. And for more funk, go to globalinternetgovernment.com. Peace.